Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy, and I'm back at it today to go over a couple of very important questions that a lot of people have been asking me after my latest video. And, I do this for the subscribers. I do this for the people. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a real enlightened individual, a real spiritual individual, because I had to drop my ego, you see what I'm saying, to even take this life path and to sacrifice my own livelihood and my well-being for the betterment of the people. So one question that somebody asked me, is how did the earth get here, and how was the earth formed? The earth was formed by the destruction of two other planets, okay? One of them was called Tiamat, the other one was called Maldek. This is why on the earth we have such a diverse population of animals on this planet, okay? And this is why all of our oceans are salt water, while the water on the land is all fresh, mostly fresh water, okay? You have to understand, we all have to understand that Saturn, Satan's followers, okay, who were the Draconians, were cursed beings. They were cursed beings. They lost their melanation, which was their connection to the cosmos. They lost the ether 9 energy, okay? So they were cursed beings who could not get any energy from starlight. The Anunnaki, who were their righteous brothers, okay, were heavily melanated beings who were able to gain energy from starlight and create life from the stars, okay? So after the destruction of Maldek and Tiamat and Mars, the Draconians had no choice but to go underground under the Earth's surface to escape the sunlight. We have to understand, this is where you get your whole Dracula and not Dracula, but vampire theology. This is where you get your vampire theology. The beings, the satanic, Saturnian, draconian beings who couldn't take the starlight and had to go underground. And these are the entities that are controlling the government that we do see today. This is why tens of thousands of individuals across the planet show up missing every 6 months and are never seen or heard from again. Their organs are being harvested, they're being taken down beneath the earth's surface, and they are being eaten and they are being sacrificed, okay, alive. They have to kidnap the babies and the kids, because the babies and the kids never were poisoned by the poison that the government gives us. The babies have the fresh, you see what I'm saying, the fresh blood, the untouched blood, the virgin blood. That's the blood that they need to stay thriving, the Draconians, okay? I hope this is starting to make sense to a lot of people out here. This is where they get the Signs movie from. This is where they get the Jeepers Creepers movie from. The reptilian draconian creatures that live underground. This is why gargoyles, this is why you see the gargoyle creatures on the corners of the churches, because the gargoyles are underground, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the gargoyles are underground, and they're just waiting for the right opportunity to come up when all hell breaks loose on the surface of the planet, okay? So just bear with me, people. I'm just getting started today. Okay, after Egypt fell, after Kemet, which is Egypt, after Egypt fell over 2,000 years ago, all the true world history was lost, and the Vatican took the Egyptian artifacts in secret chambers inside of the Vatican's church. When the Moors got revenge on the Caucasians in 711 AD, they took control of Europe and gave the Caucasians the most backwards language on the planet, which was English. Okay, they did this because they had they had to confine the Caucasoid. Okay, the original Caucasoid on the planet had full Neanderthal caveman mentality, and his mentality was to seek and destroy, which was the opposite of the melanated Anunnaki. Okay, Yaqub created the Caucasian to be the complete opposite of the Moors, who are all about amore love. So the original, no offense to anybody, but this is the truth, and the truth has to get out there. The original caveman Caucasoid created by Yaqub, okay, when he gained a certain amount of wisdom from our ancestors, the Moors knew that they could never be these beings could never be connected to nature. That's why everything in nature today is being destroyed. So they had to confine this Caucasoid. They had to confine him mentally, spiritually, and physically. They had to confine him. Okay, so what did they tell these individuals? Okay, to confine them, they told them that that the earth was flat and was a flat plane grid, and that they were surrounded by an ice grid. They told this to confine the Caucasoid's mind, so he can be restricted from other areas of the planet. Because let's think about it and let's be really honest. Have these individuals really been spreading love and wisdom and peace with everybody they've connected with, or have they been doing the opposite? See, our ancestors, the Moors, knew this. This is why they put curses on their tombs. This is why, because they knew the Caucasoid was going to come in there and raid it. I'm telling you, stay with me now, stay with me. This is why the Moors told the Caucasians the earth was flat, was a flat grid. Because what else do you notice about the flat grid? The flat grid is the bottom of the pyramid, the pyramid. The flat plane grid is the bottom of the pyramid, and our ancestors had the third eye, which was the 13th crown chakra, the galactic female that watched over everything else. When you look at a prison cell, what shape is a prison cell? It's a square. It's a goddamn square, and you're on a flat grid in your prison cell. You're square, you at the bottom of the pyramid, just like your phones now and your TVs now are squares, which is at the bottom of the pyramid. Okay. Another question, okay, was why were the pyramids built? Okay, the word pyramid is pyramid, which is really pyro, which is the fire coming out of the mid, which is the projector of the fire, the projector of the electromagnetic ether energy. So the pyramids were created all across the planet to take the thermal energy from the earth and to project it out into Earth's atmosphere. This is why the atmosphere is extremely cold, and the bottom, the floor, the surface of the Earth is really hot. It can get really hot. The pyramids are projecting electromagnetic energy in the atmosphere, and they're projecting thermal energy on the Earth's surface. The pyramid, the pyro fire, pyromid, projector of fire energy, projector of electromagnetic energy. This is why rivers are being found under the chambers of the pyramids, because just like the Hoover Dam, which gets its electricity from moving water, the pyramids across the planet get all most of their energy from the moving water that runs underneath them. Okay, so let's see here. So the pyramids are a projector of thermal, geothermal energy, and electromagnetic energy from the water. They also keep the earth rotating around the sun, the pyramids. That's why in the movie Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, when the Decepticons took control of the Pyramid Giza, what was they getting ready to do with it? They was getting ready to use the power of the pyramids to take the sun out. Like I told you, the Decepticons are the Draconians, the Autobots are the Anunnaki, who can gain energy from the sun. The Draconians, who are the Decepticons, can't get no energy from the sun kills them, because like I said, they are the vampires. They are the evil warlords who control this planet and who are deceiving the minds of the masses right now. I'm telling you right now, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Why these chemtrails are being spread is to confuse people, to attack our subconscious, and to cool the planet, because these vampires can't take the heat. They can't take the heat on this planet's surface. This is why the chemtrails are being spread. Okay? So basically, that's why the pyramids were in the shape of the volcano, because they projected electromagnetic energy into the atmosphere. And when I say that word atmosphere, it's atmos, which is gas around the sphere, the earth, the spherical ball, atmosphere, the atmosphere, the atmos, the gases around the spherical ball, the atmosphere. Just so we can grasp that. Just so we can grasp the earth is a sphere. Okay, we like I said, we've been lied to, and I'm getting ready to prove it. And I'm getting ready to prove the shit in this video. Gas around the sun. Okay. Also, the pyramids, when they projected electromagnetic energy out of the earth, which was our souls. It was projected through the Stargate in the sun, which projected it back out to the Stargate in Uranus, which projected it into the Stargate in Orion, went through Sirius and went through the center of the Milky Way, which is the center of the galaxy, the galaxy, the galaxy, the gal, G-A-L, the gal, the feminine, the divine woman creator, okay, of this galaxy and of the whole cosmos. The divine feminine, the galaxy, the galaxy, the galactic mother. Okay, that's where we're gonna go back to when our spirits leave our body, if it's projected outside of this atmosphere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, I hope I'm making this very clear for everybody. So now you know what the galaxy means, and anybody who wants to argue and say that there's not a Stargate and Uranus, look up the etymology. Don't look up the definition. Look up the etymology, which is the history of the word, which is the history of everything that makes up the word. The etymology of the word Uranus means heaven. The etymology of the word Uranus and Orion mean heaven. Go look it up. Don't take my word for nothing, people. Don't take my word for nothing. Like I said, I'm a humble individual. Take everything you get from my videos and go research it your damn self and come up with your own conclusion. Don't have anybody control every aspect of how you think, because if somebody's trying to do that to you, that's a dictator mentality. That's left brain thinking. That's draconian minded. You see what I'm saying? We need a planet of right brain thinkers to take control of this planet and to be keepers, to be gatekeepers, to be keepers of this planet. Okay? We failed the Anunnaki. We failed them. We didn't take control of this planet. Okay, we weren't keepers of it, and we broke laws. We broke the 42 laws of Ma'at. So they're gonna come back and they're gonna destroy Babylon. Babylon is getting ready to be destroyed, and your government is gonna lie and say that it's evil alien, but it's really your goddamn ancestors. Did you know that one? Did you know that one? Did you know the real demons, who the demons, the people, the organizations against man, the beings against man, the real demons are underground. They're underground right now in the underground military bases because they can't take the heat. And just like your movie War of the Worlds, where did the demons come from? They came from underground. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, because they send you they sent you the messages, but only the certain few are gonna wake up. You see this flat earth bullshit was a government psyop. They knew people were waking up to the corruption of the government. They knew we was getting ready to raid the motherfucking Vatican, that the White House was being threatened, and that the global bankers and the British monarchy, they were all being threatened. So they had to hit us with a psyop and tell us that the earth was flat to divide us. Okay, and me and some other people already proved Christianity to be a lie. You can look at my old videos on religion, and I already proved that Christianity was a lie. You see what I'm saying? So what did the flat earth doctrine do? The flat earth doctrine was a government psyop to get people, to get people's mind back into Christianity, to suck people and to hook people back into Christianity. Because what's the first thing that a flat earther says when you give them scientific forensic, when you give them forensic common sense evidence that we're on a sphere? What's the first thing that they say? In the Bible, it says that we have four corners to the earth. Well, individual, have you ever heard of metaphors? Have you ever heard of similes? Have you ever heard of hidden meanings? If I'm not mistaken, in Revelations, it says a seven-headed beast is going to come out of the ocean, and one of the heads is going to have the head of a leopard, and they're going to have crowns, and they're going to speak like humans. Does that mean that that's literally going to happen? No, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said, I have more and more proof that the flat earth BS was a government psyop. Okay, I made a mistake. They had me for a little bit, but like I said, I'm not about gaining subscribers. I'm about shedding light, shedding truth to the people. So this is some more truth for you flat earthers. And this is the nail in the coffin. This is the nail in the coffin. Go look up this man. His name was Wilbur Glenn Valieva. Wilbur Glenn Valieva. He created your flat earth doctrine and was a well-known Freemason Jesuit and was a homosexual racist, okay? And he vacated our ancestors' hieroglyphics, did the same thing Aleister Crowley did to get you to think that your ancestors said the earth was flat. Go put in Wilbur Glenn Valieva on Google and look on images. Put his name in, Wilbur, you see how to spell that, Wilbur Glenn Valieva. Put that in on YouTube, put that in on images on Google, and guess what's gonna come up on images? The forged paintings of the flat earth that they want us to believe our ancestors created. Guess what happens when you put in Egyptian globe on Google Images? The globe is going to come up with the Egyptian wings on it on the hieroglyphics that they found in the pyramids, which tells you that our ancestors knew the earth was a sphere and they put wings on it because they knew it was in motion. And they knew it was in motion. Like I said, this flat earth map that you guys put up, like the UN flag, guess what? That's 33 degrees around because the Freemasons, like Wilbur Glenn Valieva, can only get 33 degrees of knowledge. They can't get 360 and 720 like my Kemetic Moorish ancestors. They're stuck. They're frozen. They're surrounded by an ice wall in their heads. They're frozen. They have no melanin. They have no connection to the cosmos. So of course, they're gonna trick you and think that you're trapped on this plane like they are. Of course. And guess what? You fell for the psyop. You fell for the psyop, people. You fell for the psyop. Just face it. And for these people saying that Eratosthenes created the globe, false, false, false. You know why that's false? If I go onto Google and I put up the person who founded America, guess who's gonna come up? Christopher Columbus. Does that mean Christopher Columbus founded America? No. So just because we find something on Google does not mean it's the truth, ladies and gentlemen, just to get that point across, okay? And I just can't stand it when people get information off of Google and just go 100% with it like it's the 100% truth. You know what that tells me? That tells me that these people out here are not enlightened. They're outlightened. They're out of their mind. Because when you're enlightened, you're obtaining the light within inside of you. You're going inside of yourself and pulling out the knowledge that was given to you and your DNA and by your ancestors and the Creator. That's showing that you're enlightened. You're going inside to get the light. When you go outside to outside sources, you're out of your goddamn mind. Like I said, look this man up. Wilbur Glenn Valieva, Jesuit, Freemason, homosexual racist. He made a couple of predictions about the world ending too. He was wrong on that. He was wrong all his life. But y'all gonna believe him on this flat earth bullshit, which has already been proven to have been a lie? Like I said, you think a firmament is over the flat dome. Don't you know that if there's a firmament over the flat dome and the moon and the sun are inside of the firmament going around in the same direction, the wind currents on the planet are gonna be in only one direction. And guess what? If there's a firmament over the flat plane and we're encased over it and the sun and the moon keep going around and around and around, it's gonna be a hot ass planet. That will be something called a greenhouse effect. And this will be a jungle swamp planet, and it will be extremely warm. Like I said, the flat earth bullshit was to get people sucked back into Christianity, to get their eyes taken off of the ball. And people want to talk about this hippie movement and all this hippie shit. The hippies didn't have no goddamn power because they was smoking, they was going against the Creator, burning his creation, going against their body and putting the burning smoke in their lungs, having sex with each other, conjuring up sex demons with one another, and just going against the Creator. You see what I'm saying? If they had so much enlightenment, please tell me why all the hippies are either dead, in jail are strung out on drugs right now. If these hippies got so much power. What did I tell you? I told you anybody promoting all love, everybody love everybody, everybody love everybody. And then if on the flip side, if somebody's coming out saying that, oh, I hate this motherfucker, I hate this, I'm angry at this, I hate that. Both of them out of balance. You have to be well balanced. So when your soul and your heart chakra gets weighed on the scales of Ma'at, you can go through them stargates, okay? Starting off with the one in the sun, then it'll take you to Uranus. Uranus means heaven. The etymology of the word Uranus means heaven, and that'll be your stargate to go through the center of the Milky Way, which is known as the galaxy. The galaxy. Okay? It's time to gain this knowledge, man. Okay? Like I said, we need light hearts. It's all about your heart chakra. Give up the ego, give up the selfishness, give up the pride. We all have to come together to get these parasites out of power, because the more and more we keep talking about flat earth, sphere earth, guess what? The Vatican has to be destroyed, people. The US government, NATO, UN, Council on Foreign Relations, the shadow government that lives underground under the earth's surface. Like I said, it's either one of the two. Either you're going to detach yourself completely from Babylon, or you're going to face them motherfuckers head up. What's it going to be? If you tiptoe and tap dance around the subject and just talk about bullshit and debate, you see what I'm saying? We're going to get caught off guard, man. Like I said, them Illuminati cards also have martial law, which means martial law will be enacted. It will be enacted, people. We can't deny truth. We can't deny the inevitable anymore. Okay? So like I said, this individual right here, Wilbur Glenn Voliva, is the father of the flat earth. He put those 18th century paintings up and lied and said it came from our ancestors. Look up the Babylonian solar system, the Sumerian tablets with the solar system on there. Okay, they found those in Egypt too, but they're just the Vatican took control of them, and now they're being heavily guarded and hidden inside of the Vatican Church. Okay, I hope this video was enlightening, and I hope I answered a lot of people's questions. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's a chosen one, man. I'm out.